Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Birds of Prey, The Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. Oh, okay. Like I said, I was looking forward to seeing this movie when I heard it was announced. When I first thought it was going to be a Harley Quinn movie, and then there was all this back and forth whether it was going to be a Gotham City Sirens movie or a Birds of Prey movie, and then they finally said, well, it's going to be a Birds of Prey movie, but it's going to have Harley Quinn in it, even though Harley Quinn in the comics is with Gotham City Sirens, with her Batwoman and Poison Ivy, I think are Gotham City Sirens. Okay, so they were mixing up the movie. So, and I saw the first trailer, and then I said, okay, I see what it seems like they're going like way over the top with this. Okay, I'll see how it is. So I went to see it today, and I just definitely have to say I was disappointed in this movie. It's entertaining. It's an entertaining movie. I give it that, and I like the action sequences in this movie. I think some of them are really good and well done. But story-wise, this movie's all over the place. Okay, and as far as characters are concerned, I really think they really should have went with Gotham City Sirens. If they're going to do the give Harley Quinn her own movie, they should have went with the Gotham City Sirens movie. Mixing her in with the Birds of Prey to me just doesn't mesh good enough. And you got a lot of characters that were underdeveloped in this movie. Huntress's character was very underdeveloped in this movie. Same thing with Black Canary. Those characters. This movie is basically a Harley Quinn movie with a side of Birds of Prey in it. Okay, that's basically what it is. And Margot Robbie, she's like all over the movie to me. And like I said, nothing wrong with that. I like the way she portrays a Harley Quinn, but I think they should have just put her in a Gotham City Sirens movie or just get her own movie in it. Okay, because mixing those characters in, it's a shame because those other characters get really, really underdeveloped. And it's a shame because towards the latter part of the movie, when they all come together, it's actually pretty good with those characters, but they're underdeveloped and you don't really get to know them as well, and they just get meshed together, and it's really a disappointment. And so and the writing is, like I said, it's all over the place too. That's another thing. You can tell this movie is just there's probably a lot of rewrites with this because this movie is all over the place. It jumps backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, and you even have the character of Harley Quinn narrating it, telling you that because it just looks like I don't know if they there's probably a lot of rewrites with this movie, and unfortunately, it definitely shows in this movie, and it's a shame because I think they could have done a really good movie, but again, a lot of the characters just really underdeveloped. And the Cassandra Cain movie, she's the young girl in this movie who basically gets targeted by a Black Mass for a certain particular reason. In this movie, her character to me, complete waste. Okay, nothing against the actress, but she just didn't. I'm sorry, her character didn't stand out at all. And she's kind of like one of the main focus, supposed to be the main focus in one of the main focuses in this movie. And I just blah. I'm sorry, the actress just didn't impress me. And it's mostly, I don't know, it's mostly maybe the writing too for her. Just it's just it's just blah. Cassandra Cain. And I know in the comic books, I think Cassandra Cain becomes one of the Robins, I believe. If I no, wait a minute, am I right about that? Yeah, I think she becomes one of the Robins. Okay, not Batgirl. She becomes one of the Robins. I think Cassandra Cain. I think. Oh, right. I could be wrong about that, but I think. But in any event, I'm sorry. Her just I get nothing out of her character. Now, Ewan McGregor as Roman Sionis, again, they should have. I think his character, again, another character that was undeveloped. Ewan McGregor is a good actor, and he can play a good bad guy. And I liked him and Victor Zsasz, Chris Messina, who plays Victor Zsasz, the assassin who basically, he carves on his body for every kill he does. And I think he was okay in this as well. But again, Roman Sionis, he's supposed to be the big main bad guy in this. And again, another character that's underdeveloped. And another thing for this movie, for all the voiceover, Harley Quinn telling the story and stuff, there were certain points in this movie, in the beginning part of this movie, where I was going, "Oh my God, this movie is boring." And I was saying in my head, "Oh my God, this movie is boring." Okay, I mean, it picked up a little bit later, but there was a point in this movie where I was saying that in my head internally, say, "Oh my God, this is boring." Okay, and which you should never, especially with a character like Harley Quinn, you should never have to say that. And again, Birds of Prey should have been given their own separate movie. I really do. Okay, and Gotham City Sirens should have been a separate thing as well. They should have never meshed them together. I don't know why they agreed to do that, because those two groups on their own was plenty enough for a movie, and I don't know why Margot Robbie wanted to mix in with you know, Birds of Prey. Okay, there was a TV show, you know, it's comic book, of course, obviously, and there was a TV show back in the 90s, I believe, which I used to watch, Birds of Prey, which I really liked, and I think they should definitely have their own series, and I wouldn't mind seeing a series of them, those Birds of Prey characters on HBO Max, a TV series. That would be cool. But again, these characters are completely underdeveloped. I mean, you get a little bit of their backstory, but not that much. Okay, and it really kind of hurts their characters, and it's a shame because Mary Elizabeth Whitehead, who plays the Huntress, and Journey Smollett-Bell, who plays you know, Black Canary, they're good and capable actresses. And like I said, I liked them when they got together and they were fighting together and stuff. But they should have been, their characters was like way underdeveloped. This was a Harley Quinn movie or a Harley Quinn show, and like I said, in the beginning part of this movie, Margot Robbie was really hamming it up. I mean, really hamming it up, and just again, I think this the horrible piece together script. That's what I think under sinks this movie ultimately. I think just the script was just blah, and it's just didn't do anything for me, and just it's a shame because like I said, I like the action sequences, and again, Ewan McGregor can play. He plays mostly good guys in movies, but he can play a good bad guy. Okay, and there was one particular scene in this movie where he really kind of turned on the menace, which I thought was really good. It was a really kind of which kind of, you know, got my attention when he actually, you know, went kind of psycho, and I said, oh my God, he can play a good bad guy. It's just they needed a better script for this movie, and it's a shame because, you know, these DC movies, I know they're trying for something different and stuff, and I guess you'll have another shot at Harley Quinn because she's going to be in the Suicide Squad movie, and thankfully you've got a good writer director James Gunn in that, so I'm not worried about that one because James Gunn is a good writer and director, so he can harness. I think he'll harness the character better in that Suicide Squad movie. But in this movie, again, they should have just made a Gotham City Sirens movie with Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman. That would have been better than trying to squeeze Harley Quinn into Birds of Prey. It just, to me, it just didn't mesh. Cassandra Cain character, I got nothing from her. Roman Sinas, who played by Ewan McGregor, who was basically black, he was Black Mask in the comics. Again, underdeveloped. Okay, Victor Zsasz. Again, they did good with what they had, but again, these characters were underdeveloped, and again, that's the script, and they have to blame the writer on this, and it's just a shame because Margot Robbie, like I said, she plays Harley Quinn, and she's like again, way over the top in this movie, way over the top, and I think she works better with other contemporaries, like I said, I would love to see this movie with her, True Gotham City Sirens movie with her, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy. Like I said, you could have had the same premise at her saying, she's had enough of the Joker and she wants to strike out on her own, but she meets Poison Ivy and Catwoman, and she teams up with them to take on Victor Zsasz. Okay, and then you could have had Victor Zsasz actually be developed. Okay, and I just think they wasted these these franchises by meshing them together. Okay, instead of doing a separate Gotham City Sirens movie. Yeah, and then a Birds of Prey movie. And like I said, they still have time. They have the HBO Max thing coming on, so maybe they can do a proper Birds of Prey TV show. Okay, I wouldn't mind seeing that. But I don't think they'll ever do the Gotham City Sirens on the HBO Max unless Margot Robbie wants to do that. I don't know if she'll ever, because that's the streaming service. I don't think she'll do that. But I would love to see those two franchises separately, individual. Then you could maybe possibly do a movie with the Gotham City Sirens against the Birds of Prey. Then that would be something worth seeing. But as it is, this movie is ultimately disappointing. And to me, like I said, there shouldn't be a point in this movie, this type of movie, where you say, and I said it in my head, okay, this is boring. Okay, I said that in my head, and towards the, right after the beginning, a little bit in the middle there, I said, okay, this is boring. Waiting for something to happen, And ultimately, the action scenes, kind of bumped this up for me. And when they actually got together and stuff, and the characters, but it would have been better to be just a Birds of Prey movie and a Gotham City Sirens movie. That would have been better to me. But anyways, as it is, this movie is ultimately disappointing to me, and I don't think it's going to do that well, to be honest, because it's just, it's not as good to me. I'm sorry. Okay, I think Shazam was a way better movie, and that movie kept me entertained all the way through. I loved it. Loved the character. I loved the main actor in that. And it's nothing against Margot Robbie. It's just that the story was all over the place, very weak, and they should have never combined those characters. I think that's a mistake, and they should a lousy script, I think, to me, and they should have never mixed those characters in. Harley Quinn in with the Birds of Prey. I think that was just I think that was a misstep, definitely a misstep in this. Okay, so I'll just have to look forward to seeing Harley Quinn back with the Suicide Squad, and I think James Gunn will do a better job with that, because like I say, he's a better writer and director. Again, yeah, so we'll see. But anyway, again, I'm gonna give this movie a 6.7. This is disappointing to me. Like this movie, I was expecting. I had low expectations for this, but I expected to be entertained all the way through. And there were points in this movie where I was going, "This is boring," and which is you should never want to do that with these type of characters in it, because these characters are interesting. It's just you need the proper story to tell their story. Anyway, let me know what you think. Have you seen Birds of Prey, The Emancipation of One Harley Quinn? What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel, All Views and Opinions, if you check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long, take care. Oh yeah, I want to say one other thing. This is not a, because I know there was all these rumors about this being a woke movie or a man-hating movie. I don't think it's a man-hating movie at all, to be perfectly honest. Okay, because I didn't get that vibe. These characters, these main characters in the Birds of Prey, as it were, and Harley Quinn, they hated a particular character for a reason. Okay, it wasn't just we hate all men or anything like that type of deal in this. Okay, so I just want to say that as an aside. Okay, and again, this is Trey Pastor saying so long. Take care.